I have to turn my hip, step out, and now all right, Z.E.R.T Nation, yesterday we talked about defense. We were defending that roundhouse punch or that big hook punch. We burst in, we did 360 defense, straight punch, follow up with our combatives. Well, this time we're gonna talk about a headlock from behind. Some people call it a rear naked choke. There is a technical and tactical difference. And the difference is a full rear naked choke, that's a lot more dangerous for most practitioners than a headlock from behind. However, if the person who's attacking you is really, really big, they can do just as much damage with that headlock from behind as they can with the rear naked choke. But there are some significant differences. We're gonna talk about the headlock from behind and maybe break down rear naked choke later. I'll maybe do that from the ground. But right now, headlock from behind comes. And Rudy's gonna come on in and show the attack. Again, I'm completely unaware of his presence behind me. I don't know that he's here. If I knew that he was here, imagine being at the ATM machine and he violates that imaginary line that's at every ATM machine. You should turn around and tell him not to violate that line. Don't let anybody stand behind you, right? Use your common sense. But if for some reason I was unaware of his presence and he is able to put that attack on, right? He puts the attack on now. The very first thing I can do is tuck my chin and try and stop him from putting his arm underneath my throat. This is not a wind choke, this is a carotid choke. It's a blood choke. And if he uses compression and stops the blood flow to my brain, that's where I'm gonna go unconscious. So I've got to stop this. The very first thing I can do, tuck my chin and try and get it underneath his arm. So that makes it harder. Not impossible, but harder for him to finish this. At the same time, I'm gonna put his hands here and rotate and get into a better position. Look at my elbows. I want my elbows down to my core, so now if Rudy tries to reapply the choke, he's gonna have a hard time getting this here. If I want my elbows to come up here, he can fall over here back, and this is the problem. We see he's working the choke right now, but at one point. I want to pop here and stay here. Now pop is going to get his hips to go back here. That's going to create space. From here, stepping right out of this, and now everything becomes available. Elbows, knees, groin kick. We're going to discuss this further in detail, and I'm always going to refer you back to the previous videos or even the next video that's coming. We're going to talk about range of combat from a hand-to-hand perspective in the next video. But in this range, I'm in close range, so that's going to determine what weapons I use as we're coming out. Okay? See you next video.
ZERT is a worldwide membership-based organization that uses zombie as a metaphor for any natural or man-made disaster that could occur in our lifetime. Your zombie could be hurricanes, tornadoes, floods, a deadly force encounter, or civil unrest. ZERT is about being prepared, trained, and most importantly, armed with the proper mindset to see you and your family through to safety. ZERT is not just an organization. It's a lifestyle. ZERTNation.com